Hey fellow writers, something I consistently hear as a book coach and manuscript editor is this. Tell me the honest truth, don't worry about my feelings. But here's the thing, as your book coach and manuscript editor, I can actually do both. Truth be told, I should do both. It's not even close to being an impossible task. And it's a very necessary thing for any book coach or manuscript editor to combine if she actually cares about you as a person, much less as a writer. A professional resource should always approach your writing with the understanding that it is your writing. You're the one who thought it up. You're the one who turned it from an idea into readable copy, who is turning it into a readable copy, or who is preparing to turn it into readable copy. Not your book coach, not your manuscript editor, you. A few years ago, there was an idea circulating that each of us owes society for our intellectual and physical property. This was based on the very true premise that not a single one of us exists in a vacuum. Okay, to some degree or another, we do all rely on other beings for our survival and abilities. Again, that basis is irrefutable. We never would have made it to the point where we can write a book without our parents or guardians looking out for us, without teachers giving us worthwhile instructions on how to make sense of letters and words, and without other mentors out there offering productive models to follow. Moreover, all of us have relied, do rely, or will someday rely on outside sources of inspiration for our story ideas. That might be through someone else's art, research, or experiences, or it might be from our interactions with others. In addition, from a legal and moral perspective, yes, most definitely it is important to give credit where credit is reasonably due. However, you knew there was a but coming, and here it is. It is also important to own your work, because when you own it, you are far less likely to let someone else push you around, intellectually speaking, or in an emotional sense. Which brings us right back to being truthful and respectful at the same time. So yes, your book coach or manuscript editor should be honest with you. She should not be telling you that you have written the next great piece of laudable literature when you have a complete mess on your hands, which, newsflash, you might. Writing out a whole book's worth of smooth sentences and engaging ideas is a process that requires a whole lot of perspective. That is, after all, why you're seeking out professional writing help in the first place, is perspective. But here's something that society does not always understand. There is a way to respect the facts and express opinions while still being respectful of other people's feelings. So yes, completely, 100%. As your book coach or editor, I will tell you if your novel in the making doesn't make sense in parts. It's just that I'm also going to tell you where it really grabbed my attention in all the right ways. I will inform you where your nonfiction work and process needs more explanation, or backing, or logical layout. But I will also point out the spots that utterly blew me away. And if you're just starting out the writing process, I'll most definitely give you feedback as you develop chapter after chapter, but I'm also going to encourage you to keep writing because you're doing a great job of getting your rough draft down on paper. That is what you should always seek out in a book coach or editor, no matter who you ultimately go with. You deserve that level of honesty, and you also deserve that level of consideration. Not just because it is your hard work we're talking about, nor is it only because it's your money at stake. It is because you're a writer looking to expand your possibilities and potential. And that right there is a kind of person well deserving respect. Thank you so much for paying attention this time around. I will see you all next week. All right, bye guys.